Welcome to yet another inspiring episode of The Startup. In this episode, I meet an entrepreneur, Imran Khan. Imran Khan is the director of Yululate.com. He started his company by following a passion and trying to solve an issue that was in the market. After the break, his inspiring story. Don't go away. Welcome to yet another interesting episode of The Startup. In this episode, I meet Imran Khan. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah. Yululate. First of all, the name Yululate. How did you arrive to that particular name?
I think what we wanted to do was we wanted a Pan-African name, something that would resonate not just in Kenya, but across. So our ambitions are for Africa. So we wanted a name that resonated for happiness as well as when you wanted to complain. So we thought, what would be universal across Africa? Yululate.
Yululate. And that's how you started.
And do the sound, but...
When did you start the company?
We started it last year in May 2015.
So it's still a startup, basically.
Absolutely, yeah.
With how much capital?
We started the company, we put in 15 million shillings, and that was our startup capital. Yes. And now we're hoping to raise a lot more.
Wow. Then what led you to start the business?
I moved from New York along with my wife, and our first instinct when we moved here was to try and find our house, our car, everything online. So we went and we wanted to get a car and we wanted to see what other people thought of a dealer, but there was nothing like that. So it was born out of frustration. It was born out of a need. We thought that across the board, if you go in America, you want to have a haircut, you want to buy anything, you first go and you see reviews for a place. But other than hotels out here, which you can go to TripAdvisor, there was absolutely nothing like that out here. So really it was, we thought there was a real need for something like that. And given the fact that everybody has a cell phone and everybody's connected to the internet, we thought there's no need why people shouldn't be able to talk about their views and grow the community.
Yeah. So basically what you're trying to tell me, it's an online business, Yululate.
Absolutely, yes.
What are the services or what is the business all about?
Yeah. So with Yululate, we have sort of three main things. One, we realized that most small businesses in Kenya cannot appear on the big search engines like Google, Bing, etc. because it's very expensive. You need to hire experts to do that and you need to buy the ads. That becomes very expensive. So Yululate is a search engine for businesses at a very affordable price. Second is that now you can list your business, you can have your map, you can have your pictures, so people actually get the visual effect, but they also know where to find you. And third is that now you can get your consumers to write a review for your business. So this is a platform that lets the businesses have their customers talk about them and go beyond just the small community into the wider country and different localities. And we do all that for a very affordable price of 10,000 shillings a year. So that is less than 1,000 shillings a month, which I think for most SMEs, they should be able to afford that. 3
services under one. So what I can basically say, Imran, is that it's a business within a business.
Absolutely, yeah.
For the second segment.
Yes.
Now, if I am an entrepreneur, I have my small business, how can I join now Yululate? For the second service, that is.
Yes, it's very easy. You can actually just sign up online. You go on to Yululate.com and there's a company login button, and if you don't have a login, so you're a new user, you can just sign up. You enter all the details of your business. We also have an option, a free option. So that doesn't give you as many search words. It doesn't give you the map location. But if you just want your business to be out there and have customers write reviews for you, you can still do that for free. If you want a premium listing, which actually now gives you the search words, it gives you your Google map location and the pictures, that's the one for 10,000 shillings a year. But it's very easy to sign up. Just have to go online and enter all your details. Somebody approves all of those on the back end. We make sure that there are no offensive pictures and your details are correct, and then you're ready to go.
Okay. Currently, how many clients are you working with?
Currently, we have over 2,500 businesses on Yululate. Yeah, wow. A lot of them have taken free listing to just try the waters, but we also have over 30 premium listings, and we also have over 20 advertising partners.
Wow. Market reception so far?
Market reception has been good. So far we have over 350,000 website sessions in 1 year, and I think over 200,000 users that have logged on. And we continue to find different partners to see how we can do value-add services for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quite interesting. Now, you coming from the United States of America, then coming to start a business here in Kenya, what has been the experience so far?
I think it's both good and bad. I think there's a lot of enthusiasm for new products, but at the same time there's a lot of reservation too among businesses. One of the things we've noticed is we thought there was a real win-win situation where we pay for Wi-Fi sessions at, for example, a cafe. But it almost seemed too good for the cafe owner. So we've had some resistance because they don't see the value add. So I think it takes some time to sort of go past those barriers of caution that people have. And once we do that, I think hopefully you'll be able to find every M-Pesa agent or Airtel agent on Yululate, and you know exactly where to find them on a map.
Wow. Yeah. That is fantastic. Then the experience of registering a business probably in Kenya, starting doing market visibility, market research.
That was actually very easy. It was very easy to register the company and to do the market research. I think there's quite a few companies out here that offer those services. That was the easy part. For me personally, getting an investor permit was very difficult. It took me 1 year to do that. And that shows that, you know, although Kenya says that they want to encourage investment, they don't make it very easy for entrepreneurs to come here.
Wow. What are some of the lessons that you've learned since you started the business a year ago to where you are currently?
I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned, which reinforces my belief in Yululate, is that traditional marketing, the channels, you know, go to a newspaper, a magazine, everything, they have an extremely low return on investment. And hence we want to offer Yululate to all these small businesses that don't need to get this expensive form of advertising. You can take an ad on Yululate for 10,000 a month, for example, and you can actually get hits and you get paid for it. Or you just take a premium listing, which is 10,000 a year, and you can grow your business through word of mouth, but word of mouth in a very amplified manner. Compared to traditional forms, which are extremely expensive. So that's, I think, been the biggest lesson. We ourselves have gone to these traditional channels, and we have had a very poor return on investment. Yeah.
Now, why should I need a review for my business?
I think the biggest factor for a review is very simple. One is feedback. If you don't know whether your consumer, or your customer who's purchased something from you has had a good or bad experience, you don't know whether they will come back or not. And there's a saying that for every bad customer, you've lost 10 others. Because generally, if I have a bad service, I'm going to go and tell at least minimum, my friends, and they will tell their friends. And you've lost 10 without even knowing what my experience was. Why, what was it that offended me? When you have this feedback loop, it gives you an opportunity to re-engage with a customer that is dissatisfied. B, it makes you, now it gives you insight into changing your services so that others don't have that experience. And I think the third point, which people don't focus on, is if you have good reviews, again, how I'm telling you that a bad review loses you 10 customers, a good review can gain you 10 customers without you spending anything on marketing publicity. So I think that feedback loop is extremely important for a business to grow.
And probably if I want now to join Yululate, do you have the different categories, probably hospitality industry, agricultural industry type of businesses? Yes. Or how do you usually categorize?
Yes, absolutely. At the moment we have 7 different categories. So we have real estate, autos, financials, lifestyle. So we were trying to cater for everyone, but if we see a business that wants to come in and they're not part of the 7, we can also create another category if we feel there will be traction on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, quite interesting. I like that. Yeah. In fact, make a small business, not a small, my company, I'll do that. Yeah. What can you advise other entrepreneurs outside there?
I think the best advice I can give is before you start a business, do a lot of research. Try to have your business plan handy. Try to make sure that you understand the market, but more than anything, and this is the lesson I have learned, which I think I didn't do as well, and although I have a background in finance and investing in companies, focus on all the things that can go wrong. try to understand those and see how you can mitigate those risks. I think it's very easy to get drawn up into the rosy picture. You see all these internet companies being sold for a fortune, and you start thinking, and you have super bullish expectations without actually understanding what the downsides are. And really understanding those downsides. So I think, to me, if you want to get into a business and be an entrepreneur, start a new business, I would say, in hindsight, look at all the different risks in as much detail as you can.
Your professional background,
Sure. Yeah.
what have you?
I'm a finance professional, so I'm a chartered financial analyst. I worked in New York in management consulting, investment banking, investment management, eventually in private equity. So I was buying insurance companies, biotech companies, etc. for my company. And I did that for 10 years, and I was working on a transaction in Africa. And I realized trying to buy a company in Africa by sitting in New York wasn't the best thing to do. And I saw the opportunity, and that's when I moved here.
Okay. Now, with somebody with an external eye, still in the United States, doing your marketing review for Kenya to come and start a business in Kenya, yeah. What can you say to other investors who want to come and invest here in the country?
I think the best bit of advice I can give to anyone looking to come into Africa to invest, especially, is come and spend some time here. Because I have been, or I used to come since 2007 until I made the move in 2013. For 6 years, I always thought I want to invest. But it's you come here, you look at something, then you go back to New York, you forget about it, and then you are very prone to headline risk. So when Westgate happens, companies in the West say, "Oh, we don't want to invest in Africa." But bottom line, out here, it's difficult to evaluate and really look at the true picture, which is the resilience of the economy here. Things still go on, you know, after Westgate, you know, day 2, day 3, things are back to normal. And the economy continues to grow, and it's a fantastic place to be and invest.
Oh, wow. 2 years, 3 years from now, where do I see Yululate?
I hope all over East Africa, at least to begin with. Yeah, we see a massive potential out here. I think there was a research done by, I think, the NSC or CMA, which said there are 7 million SMEs in Kenya. And I'm telling you, out of 7 million, maybe even 7,000 are probably not on Google. They don't appear in searches. So that's really just Kenya. So you can imagine the bigger picture in East Africa, and that's what we're gunning for.
Thank you. That is powerful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How visible is your business? That is the key question that we get from the story of Imran Khan, the director of Yululate. After the break, how they were started, then later on, a startups expert. Don't go away.